Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing an unforgettable debut from the 2013 model year, 45 millimeters in diameter in grade 5 titanium. This is the Bethune DB28 Skybridge, and you can see why it is thusly named. So 45 millimeters in diameter, 12.9 millimeters thick. It features floating lugs of a relatively short span. These are the shorter lugs available from Bethune. They go from 51 millimeters lug to lug. When compressed, they're 47.5. There's a 26 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. And though it's large, it does fit. Big is the style here, but with the way the lugs wrap around the wrist, the lightness of the titanium sapphire, and the fact that it's less than 13 millimeters thick, it sits just fine. I would wear this comfortably and enjoy it. I will say this though, you do need a wrist of my size or larger to wear it, because you will wind up with the watch just overwhelming the wrist, especially when viewed from the top. So 16 centimeter circumference wrist or larger. We have a Bethune factory strap, and you can see that it's equipped with blue textile across the top, a matching pin buckle, which is Bethune branded, and you can see it actually matches the evacuated profile of the lugs themselves. And you'll note there's a gusset sewn in to avoid gouging. And it's a beautiful supple calfskin on the bottom. Now, taking a quick look at the case, you can see you have the floating lugs. They've been evacuated to be open, airy, and attractive, gossamer, and graceful. We have these little ogival bullet-like tips at the end that are a relic of the original Bethune watch, the DB1 chronograph of 2002. That featured much more pronounced bullets, and this is one of the last remaining visual vestiges of the company's early years. We have here a screw-down crown with a double knurling, so it's easy to grip. The crown is used for both winding and setting, and then it has a third function. It can quick set the moon phase display. Now you can see that the case is fairly simple. It has a slightly overlapping lip to the bezel. Everything's of high polish. It's grade 5 titanium, so it's both lighter than steel, still hypoallergenic, and it is more scratch resistant than conventional 316 steels. Taking a look at the dial, I should mention Bethune makes its own cases, dials, and movements in-house, so you can understand the scope of what's been achieved. Here we have a giant concave mirror polished and fired titanium dial with the signature sky bridge structure thrusting up through the center, and skeletonized hands that mirror the design of the sky bridge right down to the polished elements and the triangular profile. We have this lovely dished mirrored bowl that acts as the image of the cosmos, and I'm doing my best to try to keep the shadows off it so you can see it well. The little celestial bodies are actually inserts of white gold. Then we have polished titanium spheres used for the hour indices, and you can see that we have some select constellations like Orion's belt right here formed in diamond, in brilliant cut diamond, and all of this has been placed and finished by hand. The moon phase is a patented Bethune spherical moon phase, 1/2 blued steel, 1/2 white palladium. It does have a quick set, so you can rapidly set it and then forget it, because it has an adjustment interval of once every 1,112 years. On the reverse side, you could see caps to the plate and a cap to the barrel bridge. Each of these caps is black polished titanium. The one that caps the base plate has been fire blued. Now, we also have a little anchor that helps to anchor the triple parachute shock protection springs. It too has been fired blue, and we've got a continuously rounded and mirror polished fired blue balance bridge. We've got springs flanking and then Inca block at center, so 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs. This is patented. Bethune calls this triple parachute, and it exists for 2 reasons. 1, to prevent fracturing the balance staff, so durability, but also the more rapidly the balance staff can be recentered in its pivot jewel, the sooner the watch can resume keeping good time, so it has a chronometric purpose as well. We have twin self-adjusting barrels. That's patented. It means that the 6-day power reserve, once fully wound, cannot be overwound, so you cannot break a mainspring or damage the watch by overwinding it, and it does have 6 days of manual wind power reserve. We have the 2010 Bethune balance. They have over 8 balances that they've patented. Of course, by they I mean Denis Flageolet, the watchmaking master behind the company. This design puts the maximum amount of mass in the rim. It's made of white gold. And then the disc has as little mass as possible. It's a disc of silicon. It also has minimal susceptibility to changing rate or timing drift due to changes in temperature. So that's what's going on there. We have a silicone escape wheel of de Bethune's own design that reduces friction and the need for maintenance. And then we have a flat hairspring that's actually two pieces shaped by hand and clamped together. This profile is patented. It allows a flat hairspring to breathe concentrically like an overcoil, so in different positions, the watch will not keep different time. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. And I should also mention that it features very traditional fine finish between the black polished screw heads, and the mirrored anglage a mile wide that you can just barely see on the edge of these bridges. You can also see that the jewel sinks have all been internally mirrored. So although it is avant-garde, it is very traditionally finished, and then all of this is water resistant down to 30 meters. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.